It's not too early to start thinking about awards. We'll look at some nominees. One player puts his name in the ECHL record book. Again. And we'll hear from members of one of the teams involved in a very tight playoff race. Everyone is nodding approval. It's time for ECHL Week.
Welcome to another edition of ECHL Week, this time coming to you from the Glens Falls Civic Center in Glens Falls, New York, home of the Adirondack Thunder. With the regular season rounding the final turn and heading for home, let's take a look at where things stand in terms of individual awards for 2016-17. At this point, the Most Valuable Player award has to be Chad Costello's to lose. The Allen co-captain, who took home this trophy last season and in 2012, has a huge lead in the scoring race and is going to take a run at the all-time record for assists in a season, which is 93. Peter Sivak of Alaska has been having a terrific year, but he's been injured since early February. Some other players are having good seasons, but no one's having a season like Costello. One of Costello's Allen teammates, Riley Gill, will get serious consideration as goaltender of the year. He's tops in just about every significant statistical category, and the fact that his team is fighting for the regular season Brabham Cup title doesn't hurt his chances. Clark Saunders of Colorado and Jake Patterson of Toledo also have solid numbers with teams that have been very successful this season. The Rookie of the Year award likely comes down to three forwards. Both Tyson and Tyler Spink of Toledo, along with Mike Cazzola of Fort Wayne, have been very consistent in the scoring department this season and are within a few points of one another. The Defenseman of the Year award almost always goes to a high-scoring blue liner. If that holds true to form this season, then Matt Register of Colorado, who won the award 3 years ago, Wheeling's Kevin Schulz, and David Mikowski of Allen would have to be considered the front-runners. The Sportsmanship award? Sivak, who earned the honor in 2014, should be a finalist, but Casey Pierro-Zabotel and Matt Garbowski of Colorado and David Valerani of Brampton will likely get consideration as well. And Coach of the Year? Teams which fare well all through the regular season get lots of love from the voters, that is, the other coaches. If that's the case, expect Dan Watson of Toledo, Brad Ralph of Florida, and Aaron Schneekloth of Colorado to be serious contenders. Of course, with 6 weeks left in the season, there are still many games to be played and races to be decided. The winners of all these awards will be announced throughout the first half of April.
Hi, I'm Tanner Sorensen of the Kalamazoo Wings, and you're watching ECHL Week.
Time to take a look at news from around the ECHL. Chad Costello of the Allen Americans has made it to the 100-point mark for the third consecutive season. When he recorded an assist on this play against Rapid City on February 18th, he became just the fourth player in ECHL history to reach 100 points more than twice, and the first to do so since 2000. With 78 assists heading into this weekend's games, the two-time ECHL regular season most valuable player has more assists than any other player has points. The Atlanta Gladiators have extended their affiliation with the NHL's Boston Bruins in a new 2-year deal, said Gladiators head coach and general manager of hockey operations Andy Brandt. Gladiators are excited and honored to continue our relationship with the Bruins organization and remain committed to developing their prospects. The Bruins became the 6th NHL team to affiliate with the Gladiators in August of 2015. Over the past 2 seasons, the Gladiators have received 10 players from the affiliation, which includes Providence of the American Hockey League, including 3 directly from Boston. Goaltender Zane McIntyre, who was assigned to Atlanta earlier this season and played in 2 games with the Glads, has appeared in 8 NHL games with Boston this year. The Missouri Mavericks and the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum jointly recognized the 75th anniversary of the Kansas City Monarchs' 1942 Negro League World Series title. Among the highlights of last weekend's celebration was the Monarchs-themed jerseys the Mavs wore in their 2-1 win over the Quad City Mallards. Those outfits were modeled after uniforms that the Monarchs wore during their championship run in '42. A silent auction and the weekend's activities raised $15,000 for the museum.
We hear from some members of a team involved in the South Division race for the playoffs. Next on ECHL Week.
Check this out, bro.
What's that, Brohim?
I switched to Geico and got more.
More savings on car insurance?
Yeah, Professor, and more. Like renter's insurance.
More ways to save. Nice, Bro Tater Chip.
That's not all protein shake. Geico has motorcycle and RV insurance too.
Ooh, that's a lot more.
Oh yeah, I'm all about more Teddy Roosevelt.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Hi, this is Tyson Spink of the Toledo Walleye, and you're watching ECHL Week.
Both of the Eastern Conference divisions have intense races going on for their final 3 playoff spots. One of the clubs involved in the South Division scrum is the South Carolina Stingrays, who after getting off to their traditional slow start, have steadily improved their record and climbed back into the playoff picture. Here's Rays coach Ryan Warsofsky.
We can't beat ourselves in hockey games, and this is a team that can go on a run here like we've talked about. We just got to play the right way, and everyone's going to be on the same page. And we've had success in years past when I was the assistant coach because we defended extremely well. And when we defend well, we're a hard team to beat.
We got like 7 returning guys that have been on 2 big runs, and then obviously a new coach. So I mean. Everybody's going through growing pains, but I think everybody's starting to buy in, so I think we'll be good.
Forward Dominic Bernardo is the team's hottest forward and is riding a 10-game point streak, which includes 5 multi-point games.
Our coach is stressing how important it is to get the wins now and get the points now because it's tight throughout the whole league, and playoffs are right around the corner, and you don't want to be scratching and clawing right at the end. It's nicer to kind of know where you're going to be, get the best possible spot you can in the playoffs.
An interconference confrontation is our highlight game. Straight ahead on ECHL Week.
Don't miss a minute of ECHL action. Subscribe now to ECHL.tv. Take advantage of live streaming on your phone, tablet, or computer and never miss out on the action. No matter where you are. Catch every game from around the league. Relive your favorite team's great moments and big plays with full game replays and video on demand. Visit ECHL.tv now to sign up. If it's on ECHL.tv.
I'm Adam Kraus, your Willie Nails. You can tweet me at AdamKraus26.
Time once again for a look at our highlight game of the week.
At the blue line, coming back the other direction, and here are the Beasts coming down. Here's a shot, a score on the first one of the night. And Milan couldn't control it, back down into the corner. Centering pass, here's a shot and a goal. Now it's down. Oh. Here we go. Here's Trevor Cheek breaking free, coming in on the goaltender. He shoots off the post, and Bukel hangs on to it. Now the goal, they're going to say it's a goal.
Right underneath the crossbar.
Yep, it is a good call.
Here's a better angle.
On the backhand, and
It pushed the net and everything up.
Reggie Chito lost it, and here's Cazzola picking it up, being chased by every member of the Beast. Takes a hack by McLean, comes in, he shoots, he scores! Mike Cazzola!
He was being whacked, chopped, and hacked and everything.
10:24 to go in the second period. Short-handed goal, 10th of the season for the Comets. Puts it over onto the far boards. McLean with a shot, and it goes in.
Bad angle. Whoa.
Cody Soul takes a shot.
The net, rebound.
Score! Comets tie it up. 9,515.
There's 1, 2, 3 Comet players in front.
Embach tries to get it. He has got a man coming in. Perlini. He shoots and a save made. Rebound comes over on the near side. Perlini made a move. Now Perlini
comes out of the corner again.
Backhander. Scores! Perlini ends it. Comets with the win. As I think the first 2 periods kind of played in the hands of Brampton, but then in that third period we opened it up.
Hi, I'm Sampo Razduk of the Elmira Jackals, and you're watching ECHL Week.
The men behind the microphones, voices of the ECHL. Today, Kevin McGlue of the Colorado Eagles. What's your favorite road city in the ECHL?
You know, there are some great places to go, and I feel really blessed that I've had the opportunity to travel and to visit these great cities that are in the ECHL. And gosh, it's tough to put your finger on one. I guess one that jumps out right away is I really enjoy going to Boise on the road. I think it's a great city. They have great fans, great arena, a wonderful hotel there in downtown Boise. I think it's a hidden gem. And if people have not been on a road trip out to Boise and you have a team that's playing out there, I would highly suggest going out and checking it out.
How does your job affect how you watch sports away from the rink?
I think you learn the personal side of what players go through, how much wear and tear there is in their body. So when you see a guy and you hear his backstory, or you see a guy that's been dealing with injuries or something's going on with his family or personally, you understand and you empathize with it because you understand no matter what the level is, whether it's the NHL here at the ECHL, these are real people and they have real lives and real things going on.
Tell us about your broadcast partners.
Yeah, I have an opportunity right now to work with Ryan Bach, who is our goaltending coach, and he was our inaugural goaltender back in the 03-04 season. He was an All-American at Colorado College, played in the NHL for the Red Wings and for the Kings, and then Les Borsheim, who was a guy that won a championship here with the Colorado Eagles, a guy that could play forward, play defense, and do a wonderful job, very passionate about the team.
How about a memorable broadcasting moment?
Was a few years back doing the longest game in ECHL history when the Eagles played the Idaho Steelheads. I remember distinctly before the game talking to Idaho's broadcaster, Will Henneke, and saying, you know, I'm feeling a little under the weather. I just hope we get a short game tonight because I don't feel all that great. My voice is a little scratchy. Next thing you know, about 5.5 hours later, the game finally ends, closing in on 2 o'clock in the morning. So that was certainly very memorable.
That wraps up another edition of ECHL Week from Glens Falls, New York. Thanks for watching. Please remember to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe on YouTube to keep up to date on all the stuff that's going on in the ECHL. We'll see you next time.